Hi everybody, it's Conundrum back again with another reaction video. This time I'll be reacting to the 100 season 5 episode number 5 called Shifting Sands. But before I say anything, please like, comment, share, subscribe, like, comment, share, subscribe, and also hit that notification bell for when I come out with new videos. Now, on to the actual episode. There was a lot going on with every group, after what happened with them getting back to the ship versus the inmates getting back to their ship. So as we see what happened, we do see that Abby and Kane have been captured by the Colonel, as well as Shaw and everybody else who were the inmates, and basically they're using them basically to help heal a lot of the inmates, at least 13 of them that gotten sick from this mining operation. So as you see in the episode, the mining operation did have its drawbacks from doing it, and because the inmates really didn't have a choice, so they ended up getting sick, and now they end up having some type of cancer possibly. So again, that is taking its toll out on them as well. So we are trying to figure out exactly how Abby is going to be able to deal with that, because the fact that she has never really seen that before, and it's a possibility that she may not be able to treat all the people that have gotten it. So we shall see how that goes. We also see Kane is actually in cahoots with the Colonel in a short little way, because she wants to know about what Octavia is planning about what's going on, because Octavia is a general and she's basically leading her troops on from where they were before, and then in that underground bunker out into the actual world to try to take over that valley that the Colonel had taken from Clark. So again, we do see that going on. So a lot of that is happening in between that, and Kane is kind of really in the middle of that to try to make sure he keeps himself alive, as well as making sure that Abby stays alive as well. So moving on to that, moving on after that, we also see what happens with Octavia as well as Bellamy along with Clark. So you do see Bellamy is able to get back to the group, of course, and he basically sees his sister, and he realizes that she's changed a lot more since she's been under that bunker, and that she's really turned into the one crew, and she's basically making herself, she doesn't really care about anybody else. She says that love makes you weak, so she believes that people are not very strong if they have any type of attachments to anybody they love. So again, we see that that has changed her in a lot of ways, and she's not really the same person that she was before. We also see Bellamy who's trying to keep her grounded in what's going on and trying to keep things together with everybody, because of the fact that there's so much happening at one period of time with Clark, as well as Bellamy, as well as what was going on with Octavia. Now, Octavia, of course, has gotten her crew out, and they're basically going their way, marching through the sand to basically take over the actual valley that actually has life on it. So we do see them run into some issues there. Of course, we do see one of the people that was their scout earlier actually run into some type of sand parasite that put its larvae inside the actual guy's body, basically his stomach, and they're basically coming out and getting out and actually getting into Octavia's arm. So they kind of had to work fast to actually get Octavia settled, because in fact her arm was now infected. And you saw throughout the episode of the little leeches going inside the body and kind of crawling around doing what it wants to do. So basically it's like laying eggs and basically hatching out from the body. So it's kind of like watching an episode of, or should say, the movie Aliens or Alien or whatever, which one you want to call it, when they had the face suckers. Basically, they came and latched on your face to put an egg in your stomach, and basically they hatched out after a certain period of time, incubation time. So that was interesting to see. You also see that they actually could not be in the actual camp that they had, because of the fact that the camp was basically getting bombed by the Colonel. The Colonel actually got the actual missiles back online through Shaw, and they took down that camp. And of course, because of the fact they couldn't stay in the camp, they decided that they were going to stay out in the open, the sandstorm, as you saw with the ice sheets hitting them, and then like about to kill people. I'm not sure if they're actually going to save anybody, but Inja is actually injured as well. I'm not sure how much Octavia is going to try to save her, if she's going to save her at all. So that's going to be interesting to see if that actually does happen. We also see that there's very much so people injured because of being out there in that sandstorm. So we don't know how Octavia is going to take on to that whole idea. We also see what happens with Clark. Clark basically is trying to save people, try to get people back together, and so she's trying to take it upon herself to try to take the lead in a way, or help out as much as she can with the situation. That's basically playing a doctor to people that do need the help. And then, of course, we do see what happened with Raven as well as Murphy, and we also see what happens with Jasper. So we also see that Raven and Murphy are being captured, of course, by Colonel earlier in the episode. We also see the fact that she is not. she has no idea of how these missiles got disabled. We eventually found out that actually Shaw actually disabled them on purpose. We also found out that Shaw was not actually a inmate at one time. He actually was just part of the actual group that was holding the inmates down, like one of the guards that like a warden would have. So that's kind of where he was. So we do see that that does happen as well. We do see that Murphy does get away. He finds Jasper and some other people, and actually Murphy actually has to get away from the group because he has one of the collars on that actually keeps him from going a certain distance away from anything. So the collar is on. The woman that he was with earlier decided that she's actually going to go with him as well. So she's actually with him now. They're trying to figure out how they're going to survive for the moment because the colonel is coming after them with Shaw and everybody else. So again, a lot of things are going on in this episode. So it's going to be interesting to see the dynamics of what's going to happen in the next episode. So many questions need to be asked. My final thoughts with it were we saw a lot of people's stories coming to a head. We saw people who we weren't sure about what was going on with them. We find out more about them, more of their backstory. We find out the backstory of the colonel who actually tried to slash her own throat because of the fact that she was going to be killed because of her affiliation with trying to do things that she thought was right. Her losing her father as well, so we'd also see that happening with her father getting 2 shots to the head. So we do know that there's a lot of backstory going on, and we learn more about the people who are involved in the situation. So again, my thoughts are is that it was a pretty good episode. Very interested to see what's going to happen next with the group. So many questions have to be asked about this episode. Is Murphy and the other girl going to survive that whole ordeal of basically trying to get away because the fact that the colonel is after them? Will Octavia actually change her mind about everything that she believes? Does she believe that people will be okay? Can she really love people again? Can Bellamy actually change his sister's idea about how to treat people and about what's going on with their group? About turning around, about basically changing their path because of the fact that they know that right now they're losing people and the path that they're leading is not a good one. Can Clark actually make it as a person part of this group again because she just got Maddie back, and is she going to really want to be a part of this group anymore because of everything that's going on, or is she going to try to trail off and be on her own? Will Kane give out all the information that he knows on Octavia? That way the colonel can take down Octavia and know how to handle her, as well as Abby, as Abby Gibbs can be able to cure what type of cancer they have because of the mining operation that they were part of. So many questions to be asked, as well as ones you probably have to yourself. Please, of course, if you have any ideas or if you have any comments, please leave them down in the comments section as well. I'm going to get ready to end this in a second, but of course, before I let you guys go, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and of course, I will see you guys on the next episode. Peace.